Hey there, boys and girls. Mrs. Koebler here, and I am sitting in my office, and I'm here to explain to you this week's challenge for health and PE. And it is all about an awesome hobby called geocaching. Geocaching is a great way to explore familiar areas around you, like local parks, in a completely different way, or unfamiliar areas that you have never been to before. You can also find geocaches. So they are hidden all over the United States. And basically, what a geocache is a container that somebody hides in nature for other people to find. And inside the container is some kind of little treasure or trinket. So here's an example here. If I were to go find a cache, I can take what the previous person took out and replace it with a different item. So basically, it is a treasure hunt for people of all ages. So I'm going to show you here in a moment how to find these caches. There are tons all around Belle Vernon. There's actually one that is 0.2 miles from Marion Elementary. They're pretty much everywhere. So what you will do is go to a website called geocaching.com. You will create an account that is completely free. And in this account, you can see where all the local caches are in your area. For example, you could also, let's say you want to find a cache, you're in Florida on vacation, you can also type in the zip code wherever you are at and have fun with your family and friends searching for these different coordinates. All right, so when you find the cache, which I'm going to show you because it's easier to see than for me to explain, we're going to go find a cache. When you find them, there's going to be a log, so there's going to be like a piece of paper inside of the cache that you can put your name. So other people know that, hey, I was here, I found this cache, I replaced it with this treasure or this item. And you can also go on geocaching.com and you can log that you found that item, when you found it, what you replaced it with. So the big things that you'll need for geocaching, you'll need to go to geocaching.com and create your account. And then you will also, on your smartphone, you will need to download the geocaching app as well. So when you're actually hunting for the cache, the GPS coordinates are right with you and you can find it through your phone. And that app is completely free. It's called the Geocaching app. So right now, let's take a look at their website. So now we see here their website. And again, all I did was type in the search engine geocaching.com. And if you look at the top right corner, so as you can see here, I created a login. So my name is popped up. And below it, it says that I have 0 finds because I actually have not geocached since back in 2011. So when I show you me actually hunting for the cache at a local park and I log it into this website, it will change from 0 to 1 find. So I'm pretty excited for that to see what I can find. So this is where you will create your account right here. So if I were to sign out, instead of seeing my name, it would say log in or create your account. And again, it's free. So you'll just use your email address, create a password, and then you're able to have your own account. So the website's pretty cool. There's a lot of information on it. So you can kind of play around with it, learn more about geocaching. But if you go up here, there's 3 tabs. There's play, there's community, and shop. I just want to show you real quick another feature. If this is a hobby that you get into and you enjoy, not only can you use the website to find caches and where the coordinates are, you can also hide a geocache yourself. So if you go to play and hide a geocache, it baby steps you through exactly how to hide a cache, and you can interact with people from all over the globe that can go and hunt for your cache. So I just kind of wanted to show you that's a neat feature of the website as well. So I'm going to go back to search, and this magnifying glass right here, this is where you will search in your area or wherever you happen to be that you want to geocache. So I'm going to click on the search bar, and I am in my office right now at Marion, so I am going to click use my current location. And right now it's loading. And in the search bar, here are the coordinates that when you're on your app, this is exactly what you will type in to the app, and a map will appear and it will show you exactly how to find this cache. So once I clicked my exactly where I'm at, my zip code is all logged in. As you can see, there's so many geocaches hidden all around Marion and at large all around Belle Vernon. I mean, I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and people have hidden caches everywhere. So these top bars here, this is the distance, how far away it is from wherever you're at, probably gonna be your house. So just a couple safety things. A, you're gonna wanna make sure you go with a family member, a parent or guardian. B, don't worry, your location remains private. It's not gonna appear on the website or the app where your house is, your address. Everything is private and hidden. You don't have to set a private setting. So I wanted to mention that too. Nobody can find out what your address is. It just tells you how far away it is from your location. So it's pretty cool. There's a cache 0.2 miles away, 0.3, etc. Favorites just means how many people really enjoyed finding that cache. So when you log that you found it, you can, it's kind of like a like button. You can favor that you enjoyed finding that cache. Size, how big was it? Some caches are in really, really small containers. Others are in bigger Tupperware containers. So how small is the actual package that the treasure comes in? Difficulty, this is very important. How hard was it for them to find? Some caches are more out in the open. They might be, you pull into the parking lot at the park and they're right there by the slide. Other caches are harder to find. So was it more in the woods on a hiking trail? How far did you have to hike? So that's important that you pay attention to the difficulty level of the cache. Terrain, again, was it hilly? How far? How many miles? So you want to pay attention to that, which we'll kind of look at in more detail in a moment here. Last found, when you log your cache, it's going to tell other hunters looking for caches how far away it was, or excuse me, what date it was that they logged that they found it. So you can see with Weston's geocache, his cache was last found on 9/5/2020. And then placed on, when was it originally placed? This one was placed in 2017. This one right here was placed in 2020, so it's a little bit more recent. So let's kind of explore cache in more detail. I'm gonna look at Weston's geocache, so I clicked on it. Right here, it will tell you the coordinates. This is so important. This is what you will type into your app. That's all you type in, is these coordinates. You can copy and paste it, which is really cool. So you'll type in the coordinates, the map will pop up, and you can find exactly where it's at. So if I were to click on these coordinates, again, it'll just tell you in more detail. But if I click, okay, we know this is in Pennsylvania, we're in Pittsburgh, but if I click this, it says, it highlights view map. So we're gonna do that in right now. And it will pop up on a map, so you can see exactly where Weston's cache is. So if I highlighted it, it says Weston's cache. If you click on it, This is where you can download GPS, send it to your Garmin. Garmin's are a bit outdated. That's why we're going to be using the free app, the geocaching app. How difficult it is, what the terrain was, how small the cache was. This is where you can click log geocache. So after you find it, you will come back to the website and click, I found it. And then you can share your story, because life is all about all the adventures. So you can kind of talk about who you went, your family, your friends, your siblings. What did you find? What was the treasure? What did you replace it with? How hard was it to find? So you can communicate with other hunters here, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to go back to the map, which is cool because I can see my area. I can find exactly where it's at. But if I go back one more, I just want to show you again here, difficulty level is important to pay attention to. If it has 4 or 5 stars, for your first hunt, that might not be something. Once you've done it several times, then you want to look at 4 to 5 stars. I recommend looking for a difficulty level of 1 to 2 stars. So Weston's would be a good cache to start at. It has 2 stars. It's not as hard to find. Terrain, how hilly is it? How far away? Again, first hunt, I would pick a cache that maybe has 1, 1.5 to 2 stars, not 3 to 5. So that is really important that you pay attention to the difficulty level and terrain. One person put a heart saying that they liked it. You don't have to do that, but if you feel compelled, you can say that you enjoyed it in that manner. And then here's the description of the cache. So this is a little bit about how to navigate the website and log your cache. So now what we're going to do, the next time you see me in a moment here, I am going to be at my local park with the app on my phone, and we're going to go see if we can find a cache together. Hey everyone, I was hunting for the cache that I looked up on the geocaching app, so I typed the coordinates in and I went on a little adventure. I'm actually about a half a mile away from Marion, and I found my first cache in many years. So it was hidden in a wall here, and this is what the cache looks like. And inside there is the log and a pen. So I'm going to put my name in the log. The trinket that was in here is a little frog. See if I can get it. There it is. So I'm going to replace this with the trinket that I brought, which is a little keychain with a dog in it. I'm going to put into the log that I found this geocache. I'm going to hide it. So if you want to come find this specific cache, by all means, please do. It's really close to Marion. You'll see that Mrs. Koebler signed the log. So happy hunting, everybody. Get out in nature. Try geocaching. It's an awesome hobby. Hope everybody's safe. I'll see you soon.